All right, hello from Indy. This beautiful August day. It's very pretty here today. It's been miserable all week, but gorgeous today. So as you can see, I got the inner fender tacked in place here. I'm getting ready to finish welding it up. And I just wanted to show you a few things in case you ever do it yourself, and you can. This was not, I mean, of course it takes time to do it, but it was not a difficult job. First thing is, you know, if you're going to pull this fender off and you haven't had the car dipped, when you pull this inner fender off, it'll leave its shadow. You'll be able to tell where the old one was. And you need to use that as a guide for installing the new one. You know, when they put this body together, you know, they had all the fixtures and jigs that they used, and you need to follow what they did. Sometimes that bothers your OCD. Like if you look at here, how close that is, and then how wide the gap is there. You know, that kind of drive you nuts if you have OCD, but here's what matters, is that the thing fits right. And you can see that the bolt holes for the fenders line up. You also have to worry about your hinge, making sure that's in place. You do have adjustability here. This thing slides, so you have some adjustability. But another thing you don't want to mess up is if you just stick it on there and you don't check everything first. If I can do this. Oops. Your battery tray fits in here, and the front bolt's on your radiator core support. Then it lines up to these holes here. Okay? And so you want to make sure everything is back where the factory had it. You don't necessarily need to worry about so much about how it appears, but that it fits right, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I'm going to get going on welding this up. The other thing you do want to make sure you do is when you're welding this on there, you don't want to go through all the trouble of putting this in there, doing all the body work, painting it, and having your welds pop. So you want to make sure you get some good penetration. And it's a little difficult, right? Because you're welding thin sheet metal into some pretty thick metal behind it. So get some good heat in there. And, you know, I've got my welder turned up pretty good here. So, anyway. Hopefully that helps somebody. If not, at least it's a point of curiosity. Later. Oh, hey, and you know, if you're in Indy, the U.S. Nationals are going on this weekend. You may be able to hear them running in the background. All right, that's it. Later.